So JC, a lot of the times when we're reaching out to potential partners and clients, um, particularly on the corporate side, they'll say, well, we're not a military organization. Um, and, or we're not a athletic team. How does your experience translate into what we do? And I understand that because I've had some of the military leadership programming, and what was so appealing about your approach, having been the director of the Army Leadership School, was it was a completely different approach to leadership than what someone would expect from a Special Forces leader, Army Ranger. Um, so, talk to me a little bit about how you're able to translate your experience as a leader into corporate leadership and culture development.
It's funny because I don't just hear it from the corporate side. I do hear it sometimes from even the team side. Everything you do in the military is about obedience. It's very draconian, or there's so many military programs out there that are about lifting logs and doing push-ups, um, and I don't necessarily deny some of the value of that, but what I think is the same across the board, whether you're talking about a team, or you're talking about a corporation, or you're talking about the military, we lead one thing, and that's people. That's the same across all of them. And what's funny is they're all different kinds of people in our organization. Not everybody I had in the military was the same kind of hard charger. There were thoughtful people. There were people who weren't sure that they wanted to be there. There were people who didn't want to be there. There were a whole bunch of different types. When I look at corporations, there's all sorts of different types of people that are there, sometimes for the right reasons, sometimes for the wrong reasons. Teams, hey, they're there for different kinds of reasons. But at the end of the day, whether you're talking about any type of organization, leadership is about people. So what I think we do that's different than any of the other programs that have kind of either a military kind of background or a sports kind of background is it's not about the physical stuff. It's about learning people. It's about understanding your people. It's about, it's about thinking about the development of your people. And I always say, I know some of the stuff that I say may seem like soft and gushy for coming out of an Army Ranger's mouth, but people are soft and gushy. Whether they're in the military, they play professional sports or collegiate sports, or they're in a corporation. All people they have some intrinsic needs and none of those intrinsic needs are hard stuff. It's all soft stuff. And I think that's why it doesn't matter what business you're in. If you know people, then you can help leaders.